songs we had. Oh, when the wind would blow with rain and snow, we're not all bad.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. And sister, as the winds give benefit and convoys assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet and the trifling of his favors, hold it a fashion and a toy in blood, a violet in youth, of primy nature, forward, not permanent, sweet, not lasting, the perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so?
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no soil nor coddle doth besmirch the virtue of his will. But you must fear, his greatness weighed, his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his voice depends the safety and health of this whole state, and therefore must his choice be circumscribed unto the voice and yielding of that body whereof he is the head. Then, if he says he loves you, it fits your wisdom so far to believe it, as he in his particular act and place may give his saying deed, which is no further than the main voice goes withal. Then weigh what loss your honor may sustain, if with too credent ear you list his songs, or lose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister, and keep you in the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of desire. The chariest maid is prodigal enough if she unmask her beauty to the moon. Virtue itself escapes not calumnious strokes. Be wary then, best safety lies in fear. Youth to itself rebels, though none else near.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep, as watchman to my heart. But good my brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst like a puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads, and recks not his own reed.
Oh, fear me not, I stay too long, but here my father comes.
Yet here, Laertes? Aboard for shame! The wind is in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee. And these few precepts in thy memory, see thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast in their adoption tried. Grapple them to thy soul with hopes of steel, but do not dull thy palm with entertainment. Of each new-hatched, unfledged comrade, beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, bereft that opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy, rich, not gaudy. For the appeal oft proclaims the man, neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day. Thou canst not be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this be.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold you tight. So happy together. If I should call you up.
Most humbly do I take my leave. Farewell, Ophelia, and remember what I have said to thee.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
All day at once for me.
Ophelia, he hath said to you?
So please you, something touching Hamlet.
Mary, well bethought. 'Tis told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you, and you yourself have of your audience been most free and bounteous. If it be so, as so 'tis put on me, and that in a way of caution I must tell you, you do not understand yourself so clearly, as it behooves my daughter and your honor. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection? You speak like a green girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstance. Do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I do not know what I should think.
Mary, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby. That you have taken these tenders for true pay, which are not sterling. Tender yourself more dearly. Or, not to crack the wind of the poor phrase, running it thus, you'll tender me, a fool.
He hath importuned me in an honorable fashion,
Yes, fashion you may call it. Get going, get going.
and hath given countenance to his speech with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
Aye, springes to catch woodcocks. I do know, when the blood burns, how prodigal the soul lends the tongue vows. These blazes, daughter, giving more light than heat, extinct in both, even in their promise, as it is a making, you must not take for fire. From this time be something scanter of your maiden presence. Set your entreatments at a higher rate than a command to parley. For Hamlet believes so much in him that he is young, and with a larger tether may he walk than may be given to you. In few, Ophelia, do not believe his vows. This is for all. I would not in plain terms from this time forth have you so slander any moment leisure as to give words or talk with Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
I shall obey.